Hey guys, Todd Hart, the oil guy. I wanted to jump on, and there's something I've been saying lately, and I wanted to share out publicly, is that essential oils are now everywhere. And there's good about that, and there's bad about that. So let's be positive. We'll talk about the good first. So the good thing about that is that there is increased knowledge about essential oils and what they can do for you. And I think that information is getting to people that need it. And it's also maybe getting them to feel comfortable with wanting to experiment and try an alternative therapy. And I've seen miracles with essential oils, and I've seen people get off of prescription drugs, avoid going on prescription drugs. That's my personal story. Not have to go for certain treatments because they were able to take care of it with essential oils and just increase their quality of life. And that's good. The bad is that there are now so many companies out there selling crap, and they're calling it essential oils. And really, it's just a fragrance. We recently learned that 95% of essential oils on the market are either synthetic or adulterated. So what that means is that there are companies out there that don't care. They just want to cash in on this essential oil craze, and they don't care about the quality. There are some companies that, to their credit, maybe they just don't know. They're buying oils maybe from a middleman. The middleman is cutting them and adulterating them, and this company just doesn't know. And maybe they are just kind of turning a blind eye to it. You know, what we don't know can't hurt us. Is that the expression? So then there are just companies that don't care. And the danger in that is that synthetic means they're probably coming from petroleum. They're probably a byproduct of petroleum. So you're trying to get this aromatic experience, and you're turning to this cheap essential oil that you're buying at whatever store. And it's no different than you opening up your gas tank and just being like, and, you know, sucking that in, because it's just as bad for you as the crap that you're buying in the store. And the danger there is that people get these so-called essential oils. Really, they're fragrances. They're synthetic, they're adulterated, and it's not helping them. And so the sad part for me is when they're hopeful, they hear their friends are having these great experiences, and then they turn to, oh, you know, there's a $5 bottle of frankincense at, you know, whatever, Costco or somewhere, not to pick on Costco. And then they bring it home and they use it and they get no results. And it can even go so far as you hear these stories about it hurt their pets, it hurt their kids. Well, these are the synthetic and adulterated, the 95% of the oils that are doing that. So now you've got someone that had hope. They tried what they thought was an essential oil because they thought they were all the same. And then they didn't get results. So then they went down another path, maybe pain meds, maybe, you know, a surgery, maybe, you know, something else. And their hope quickly diminished. And to me, that's the saddest part of this whole thing, is when someone's excited, they're open to trying it, but they try one of these other products that aren't real, and then their hopes are dashed. And to me, that is like, you know, wah, 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 but it's sad. That makes me really upset that that happens. And this is why I work so hard educating people. So the other thing I want to talk about with that is people they hear about aromatherapy and they're like, oh, it's going to make me feel better. We're now, what does it get dark at 1 o'clock in the afternoon now? We've got politics, we've got pandemics, we've got half the country is divided. If I'm going to talk to the United States people that are listening to this, I'm sure other countries are equally divided with COVID and masks and no masks and all of that. We're very divided, and there's a lot of anxiety. And I was listening to a counselor today on, I think it was on NPR, and I was flipping channels, and he was saying that when you look for something, when you're feeling anxious, something sets you off, you go down this slippery slope. And I'm sure all my counselor friends are like, yep. And you start looking for things to be wrong. Like from the smallest thing, like who left crumbs on the counter? The kids are yelling, why is that person posting that? Why are they cutting me off? Why are they like, it just escalates and goes out of control. So some people want to hear about aromatherapy, and then they buy these oils that are synthetic, adulterated. They're fragrances, essentially. They're chemicals. and they're breathing them in, hoping that it's going to affect them. So why I'm mentioning all of this is because I'm with Doterra. And if you don't know that, that's who I represent. And listen, here's why. Doterra works directly with farmers. They work directly with the people that have their hands in the soil, that are planting the seeds, cultivating the crops, extracting the oils using either steam distillation or cold pressing in the case of citrus oils. And that oil that is produced in the right climate, in the right environment, at the right time, using the right methods, all of that goes into it. It's an art that we have to respect. That sample is then delivered to the company, Doterra, who in conjunction with a third party runs 54 tests on that batch of oil. And if it fails one, they reject it. And one of those is carbon dating. Carbon dating can tell if there's something in there that is from petroleum. So wintergreen is an oil that gets, what's the word I want to use, falsely created from petroleum byproducts. And when you go to test it doing carbon dating, this wintergreen oil that should have just been plucked and, you know, steam distilled is instead showing up as 3 million years old. That's a red flag. Okay. Again, that go back to you open your gas tank and just suck that in, because that's essentially what you're doing. And that's why when people start saying they're having trouble with their pets and their kid, all that stuff, it's because they're using crap oil. So stop doing that. So I'm here talking about Doterra. I'm here talking about the integrity of the company. They're the largest essential oils company in the world. They have never and will never get caught selling synthetic or adulterated oils. Every other company in the industry cannot say that. And the reason they'll never get caught is because they run 54 tests on every batch, like I said, so nothing ever slips through, and it never will slip through. There's too many safeguards. They're all about essential oils. They also partner with medical facilities, educational facilities around the world. They want these oils tested, and they're all about transparency in everything that they do as far as the essential oils and the quality and what they can do to help you. So I have a website. You can see it flashing at the bottom. If that annoys you, I'm sorry. GoToddHart.com. You can go to my website and you can learn about essential oils. There's two paths you can take. One is you can download, put your name and email in, download my 3-part video series. And I'm going to teach you about essential oils. I'm going to give you like a really in-depth explanation of what they are, what you can do, the oils you can use. It's kind of like a starter course, a 101, if you will. And that's going to be a place where you can then make a decision of what do I want to do. The other option is you can be like, you know what? I don't have time for that. I'm too busy. I don't want to become, you know, not that you're going to become an essential oil expert, because you're not, because I'm quick with the information. But maybe you're like, you know what? I've got something I want help with right now. It's targeted. I know what it is. I just want to give it a try. What do I do? So on that same page, if you go to essential oils on my Go Todd Hart, you'll see it. It's clear. It's not a complicated website. You're going to either download the 3-part video series or do that and also go further down on the page, and you can pick out what your immunity is, the first one, because hello, in the world that we're in right now, people should be focusing on their immune system, and they should be focusing on supporting their immune system. And if you're not doing that, I think you're nuts. I think you're crazy. You should be doing that. I don't like to say should, don't should on me, but come on, guys. Like, in the world that we're in right now, you really want to be thinking about your immune system. There are people out there who aren't doing the right thing and exposing other people, and you got to take care of yourself. Like, it really comes down to, you got to watch out for yourself and your family. And one of the things that our family does is we use essential oils to help support our immune system. So I'm not concerned about other people not doing what they're supposed to be doing. And if we do get something, I quickly get rid of it with oils. Okay. So that's the immunity path. The other path is mind and mood. So mind and mood is going to give you everything you need to support your emotional health. People are stressed out. People are suffering with a lot of different emotional issues right now. That's the path you want to take. If pain is an issue, there's a pain path you can take. And how this works is you click the button, you become a wholesale customer kind of like joining Costco. I mentioned Costco before. I wish there was a Costco around me. I would go to it. You pay $35, you get a wholesale account, which allows you to then be able to buy stuff at wholesale pricing. You then go in and set up a order. They call it Loyalty Rewards Program, or LRP. Essentially, it's an auto ship. They don't use that word, but it's an auto ship. And you pick the date you want it to come, and then you pick what path you want to go down. I want pain, I want immunity, I want mood and mind and mood support. And then it will ship to you the next month, and it's $75 per month. And there are 3 kits in each module. So for mind and mood, you're going to get kit 1. So let's say you do this now. Where are we? We're in November. You do it in November. You pay the $35, you get your wholesale membership, and then you set it up for December to send you your first kit. Unfortunately, you can't join and buy. I don't know. It's stupid, but that's how it is for now. Hopefully that'll change in the future. I tell it like it is, guys. You know that. So December, you would say, okay, I want the mind and mood. You get kit number 1 in December. January, you get kit 2. February, you get kit 3. And then at that point, you've had enough exposure to all of the different things to be like, we like that. We didn't really use that. We like that. So come, what I say, March, you can decide, I want just these things, or give me kit 1 again. Just keep sending kit 1, then kit 2, then kit 3, whatever you want. And you have full control of what you order. You can stop it at any time. You can add things to it. You can be like, I want the skincare because Todd's skin looks really good. Oh, I get stopped in classes when we used to, remember, we used to like go outside of the house and be able to sit with other people, and people would just stop me in the middle of the class like, why does your skin look so good? I'm like, well, because I use Doterra skincare. So they have really good skincare. Just a side note, right? File that away for later. But that's it. Like, essential oils are not that hard to understand. And Doterra just made it really easy with these little track kits, because you're like, I'm concerned about my immunity. Then just put me on that path. Tell me what to do. Each kit has full instructions on the back. Do this, do that, take that. And it's fantastic. And I love it. And I'm a huge fan of simplicity. You'll be able to tell by my website design. I like things very simple. I don't believe in overcomplicating things. When people overcomplicate things, I'm like, I'm done, I'm out, because you're confusing me. So check it out. If you have any questions, reach out to me. Feel free to share this with other people. If you know some people that are interested in essential oils, but like, I'm not sure what to do, it's overwhelming, I'm confused, share this live with them and tell them to take a peek at it, and they can reach out to me with any questions. I think I covered everything I wanted to cover. So 2 paths. You can download the 3-part video series, and then from there, you'll know more. You'll be like, oh, cool, I want to start here. Or you can be like, I'm ready to jump in. Just send me my mind and mood, send me my immunity. I don't need to know all this other stuff. I'm ready to go. So that's it. Take a look at the website. Go toddhart.com. Go to Essential Oils. Do whatever you want to do. If you have any questions for me, reach out. And I believe that's all I wanted to cover. So everyone should be doing the mind and mood, by the way, because especially in the US, the election chaos is going to continue for a long time. The whole COVID thing is going to continue on. And we're a divided country in a divided world, and we really need to be supporting ourselves. And self-care needs to be the #1 thing for you, is self-care. Because if not, you're just going to lose your shit, and that's not a good place to be. So thank you. On hashtag losing shit, I will bow out. All right, peace out.